Alright, guys. Welcome back. So we're finally playing the Rising Tide DLC. Let us go. Oh, before I forget, like I did with the last DLC. There we go. Cortana.
The big crystal. How hard could it be?
I think we'll stick with Omega Weapon.
Aye, it's a dangerous world out there. Let's stock up while you can. If you're gonna buy something, be quick about it.
Wish you could sample them before you buy them.
Is that all?
Sid. I shall not waste time mincing words. Leviathan's dominant is in need of rescue, and despite my innumerable misgivings about joining hands with an outlaw of the highest disrepute, the dame has assured me that there is none better suited to the task at hand. I dare not reveal more, fear this missive could fall into the wrong hands, but if what little I have penned here has kindled your interest, I bid you journey to the Vale in the North Reach and inquire with one Layla. She will surely see you satisfied. Let us go. And I'm curious, I've stayed away from spoilers for this, obviously, because it's story stuff. So I'm curious, by getting Leviathan's dominant, which of course I believe we will this change anything in the ending of the game? That's what I'm curious. Because you would think logically it would, because you'd have the power of one more dominant in your hand. I don't know if that might give you a push against Omega, but that'd be cool. Um, that'd be really cool if you get this and then you play the ending. Something changes or you get something additional.
Leviathan the Lost. But why now? After all this time.
Why, what now?
Oh, I'm not sure you'd believe me if I told you.
After all we've been through. I doubt there's anything that could surprise me at this point.
All right then. Rouse Joshua and meet me in the mess. We'll talk there. I see we're all here.
So, what is it this time?
I'm not sure yet. The letter delivered to my chambers omitted a few crucial details.
Do we know its provenance?
That was one of the details it omitted. But whoever the sender was, it seems the dame held them in high enough regard to point them in our direction.
The dame? Well, she's not one to waste our time. It must be important.
Important might be an understatement. If the letter is to be believed,
Maybe it's been a while, but is it me or did the graphics get an update? They look even better than I remember. Like maybe it's just been a
So the Warden of
long
Water
time.
has
So
finally returned. What has it been? 100 years?
they look cleaner and
More. The
more
lost
clear.
moniker
Oh,
dates
no.
back at least that long.
Because I remember the game looking great, but
Our
like
oarsman would not have been so much as a glint in his father's eye when last the mighty serpent brought his
Yeah.
crashing waves to bear upon the realm.
But why the gap? I know it can be a few years before a new dominant's born. But over a century?
Should the dominant of Water's bloodline have been severed somehow, it could have prevented a new dominant from awakening.
But if one has awakened now, he couldn't have chosen a worse time. Every nation in the realm has lost its dominant. If word gets out that there is still one to be had, they will stop at nothing to claim it for their own.
And the twins will be at war again, just when humanity most needs to come together. Did the letter say anything else?
Only that if I wish to know more, we must meet in person. And that the Veil can arrange a meeting.
If nothing else, you can be certain it ain't a trap.
Famous last words. I'm coming with you.
As am I.
Thank you. Both of you. And Otto?
Yeah. I'll keep an eye on things here. Didn't fancy coming anyway.
Thank you. I shall leave the Invincible in your capable hands.
ooh, feels so good to be back. The Calm. Chasing the Tides. Quest destinations for the Rising Tide are indicated with the gold marker. After accepting the quest, current objectives are displayed in the to-do list on the right-hand side. Okay. Alright. There's something I wanted to check. Wait, I forgot. Is this... Okay, gameplay action focused. Frame rate. Okay, that's what I wanted. I wanted to make sure it was still in frame rate mode because, you know, the game... Because it looks so good. Action... Alright. Already started and had interruption. Okay, here we go. Let's go visit the Lore Master. Mega weapon looks so sick.
I was wondering when next you'd visit.
No.
subject shall we consider today?
So long has it been since the icon of water last appeared in Valisthea that many have forgotten Leviathan even existed, despite much evidence to the contrary. Old writings clearly speak of dominance past, summoning great whale-like creatures capable of swallowing entire cities with their gaping maws. Visual records, such as the famed circle of Malaya's tapestry, also exist. Exit? I combined exist and exit, depicting the icon as a giant serpent alongside its elemental brethren.
You are always welcome, Clive.
Alright, time to getting used to the controls again. Time to head to Northreach. Get this quest going. Oh, what do you have new?
Then.
And what can I do for you?
Oh, more songs. Again, wish they had a quality of life of sampling the song so you knew what you were buying. Well, that's cool, they're adding all the music. I love the jukebox in this game. Wish more games had that. Could experience the game's soundtrack by just, you know, going to the jukebox.
Looks like
Pinocchio does that as well. By Pinocchio, I'm talking about Liza P. Man, I love Liza P.
Fancy a peek behind the veil, my lord?
I'm looking for a Layla.
You found one. So, will your friends be joining in? Or just watching?
We're not here for your services.
We're here for something
We
else.
simply want to talk.
What you do with your time is up to you. The price is still the same.
We're here about Leviathan, sweetheart.
We're here about the letter.
Oh. Sorry. I suppose you'll be wanting to know who wrote it then.
Among other things.
Look, I'm just the messenger here. There's only so much I can tell you.
Specifically.
A location, north of town, on the shore of Isle of Feist Bay. There you'll find a tent and the woman who can answer your questions.
And that's all. Nothing else.
Actually, one thing. There's more than flowers in the meadows these days. So keep that sword of yours to hand.
Okay, thank you.
Does anyone else think it's strange that this woman should prefer to keep the outskirts of town?
Not if she realizes the value of the information she's party to.
And the danger it puts her in.
Ready, go? Run like the wind. The tent is where Layla said it would be.
Yes, but who awaits us inside?
Try to press triangle to interact.
It's empty. Why am I not surprised? boat. No prizes for guessing who that belongs to.
And I bet it's taking us over there. Oh. Well, they said keep our sword in hand, so I'm assuming we're going to have to fight
The embers
something.
are still warm.
So you're Sid.
Are we going to have to fight her? Damn. She cheeked up.
I suppose I
Yo,
must
that's a
be.
nice battle
Which means you
axe.
have me at a disadvantage.
Apologies. I am Shula, tributary of Mysidia, final haven of the Morts of Water.
Is she Leviathan's dominant?
Moats of water.
The very tribe into which it was believed
She's
Leviathan's
given
dominant was born. A
some main
people
character
notable for
energy
their
there.
sapphire eyes and
Some
ivory
icon
hair.
energy.
Yes, that would be impossible, since the tribe famously...
Vanished. Was exterminated. Despite the best efforts of both church and state, we are still very much alive. Though we've managed to keep that fact hidden from good Kriegers faithful for over a century.
Along with Leviathan's dominant.
That wave out there. What do you know of it?
The surge. Only that it's been there a long time.
Since the fall of Drake's Eye almost a century ago. Some claim the two are connected, but none can speak with any certainty. So in other words, you know nothing.
Yeah, pretty
Not
much.
that I'll hold it against you. The wave was raised by Leviathan in an act of rage. Moments before the waters were stayed, and the icon and its dominant bound within.
And you want us to?
Rescue him. Yes. You see, a little bird told me about a certain outlaw with a singular knack for putting unruly dominants in their place. And ours is about as unruly as they get. For years, we've searched for someone who could hold their own against an icon. Someone just like you. So what do you say? Will you help us?
What exactly did your dominant do to warrant this punishment?
What did he do? He committed the greatest crime one of his kind can. He was born. But he deserves a better fate than the one my people forced upon him. He deserves to be free.
As do we all. Very well. Far-fetched though your tale may seem. Something
No,
tells
they
me you speak in
definitely upped
So we will do what we can for your dominant.
the quality of the graphics.
But first,
Bro, I do not
you will tell
remember it
us everything
looking.
you know about him
It
and
looked
the rules of
great,
his
but I don't remember.
faction.
It just looks extra
I
clean.
can do better than that. I can show you.
Maybe
Here to
I'm
take a trip
I'm
across
just
the bay.
losing my mind.
My people await you there.
Lead the way.
Here we go. Leviathan time. can't wait to fight Leviathan. I heard Leviathan is hard as hell. Heard a lot of people had difficulty fighting him.
All right, you might
Or
want to
her.
hold on to something. We're coming up on the wall, and passing through can take a bit of getting used to.
I don't see any wall.
Of course you don't. That's the point. It's a glamour woven by our ancestors to keep our village hidden from prying eyes. But don't take my word for it. Watch.
You expecting to believe nobody on a ship or something?
That was worse than a slug of Bacchus wine.
Clive, the sky.
It's blue, but how is that possible?
You do know what a glamour is, don't you? Ours just happens to work both ways, and a good thing too. I wouldn't fancy staring at those sickly clouds every day.
Ooh, the chills.
And that concludes our little voyage. We're here.
So what happens if somebody else tries to? Because I find it hard to believe no one's ever taken a boat there. Or, went there. Do you need something to enter the glamour? She did say that it was... what'd she say? I already forgot. I think she said it was, like, difficult or something. To move through.
It's a long slog to the village, and a hard one. I hope you're up for a climb.
Yeah, let's get back into the action.
Finally.
What? You didn't think we'd arrived, did you? The village isn't up here. It's on the other side of the mountain.
Of course it is.
One second. All right.
Watch yourself, Sid. This path can be treacherous. If not for the sheer drop, then for the beasts who prowl it.
Thank you for the warning. And please, call me Clive. Sid is an alias.
You will be pleased to learn, Lady Shula, that I have no such aliases.
Is that so, Lord Margrace?
It's all the same to me. I was wondering when they'd pick up our scent.
Stand back. We'll handle this.
Oh, will you now? Shall I keep my axe and spells to myself then?
Earlier you mentioned spells, yet I see you carry no crystals.
Since when did a bearer ever need crystals?
But then, where is your brand?
Waiting for me in Sunbreck, if I ever get careless.
Then it's in for a long wait.
Absolutely beautiful. Oops, Toro, my bad.
We're almost at the summit. From there, you'll have a better view of our home. Few have ever set eyes on what I'm about to show you. Just so you know.
This is not what I expected.
Welcome, my friends, to Mysidia.
Wow. Now this is even more beautiful.
It's been a long time since I saw the North looking so
Alive.
I'm sure you have plenty of questions, but it's been a long journey, and I expect we could all do with a rest. Our humble village is only a short way from here. If you'd care to
So is that
follow
like
me.
laser thing? Like,
Let's get ourselves in front of a fire.
is it sealing
I'll tell you
Leviathan?
everything you need to know.
it's beautiful, Shula.
And we aim to keep it that way.
Are those stones glowing?
That's one of the cairns which maintain the glamour. Steer well clear. Careful.
this surge was an act of rage?
One wonders what prompted it.
Wasn't there a photo mode? Oh, nice. Hell yeah. Oh. Nice. Reflection of ire. Oh, ability sets. Got they added those. Enhances Phoenix Shift, increasing both movement speed and distance. That's good. I didn't really use Phoenix Shift that much in base game. I mean, it's cool gap closing ability, but I didn't really like the way it felt. Maybe with the speed. What was it again? Maybe with the speed, I mean, distance doesn't matter, but maybe with the speed it'll feel better. Speed increase.
Could we not have spared ourselves the mountain crossing by landing further north?
In clear view of the bay.
On evening tides.
Does morning's light return?
Open the gates! The tributary is home!
Outsiders? Well, I never.
Look at the size of that dog.
All right now, back to your duties. You'll have to forgive my people their curiosity. We don't get many visitors. Or any, truth be told.
Then we are honored to be the first.
This is quite extraordinary. Like stepping into another world.
So do you believe me now?
You've made it difficult not to, my lady. But how did your people chance to settle here in the north? Unless I am much mistaken, the moats of water long called the coasts of southern Ash their home. Until Drake's Horn fell and the Blight forced them ever inland, where...
We met our doom, along with our dominant. I see you've read the Gregorian Church's account, but perhaps you'd like to hear ours. That building over there is the Witten Hall. It's where my people gather to discuss matters of import. We can speak more inside, once the place is ready to receive you. It shouldn't take long, but you're welcome to explore the village while I see to things.
Thank you. We'll do just that.
Man, I'm loving the aesthetic of this village.
That'll be them then. Don't look like much if you ask me.
Bro, do you not see Omega Weapon on my back? And my sick-ass armor?
Look! That one's got a black cape.
Do you think he's the leader?
Intruders! We must flee!
Calm down, bro.
Look, Nan, it's the outsiders! Ma'am, I want to play with the others.
Well, you should have thought about that before making such a mess.
How long do you think this bridge has been standing here?
Oh, at least as long as we have.
Seems like one of the cans was disturbed.
Did you hear that, girl? You're going with Barney.
If you don't mind, Mother, I'm in a hurry.
Please, Grandad, tell us another story about the witch.
The witch.
The poor things are as pale as...
Just searching the village for loot or anything, chests, something.
Just you stay away from that temple. Do you hear me? Heard you the first time?
He's coming over here. What do we do?
The stalks are thin. We should dress the soil with dough and straw at once.
That would be them then. Don't look like much, if you ask me.
Oh, don't think I can carry another barrel up those steps.
Oh, do you think he died?
Welcome to Haven. The tributary awaits you within the Witten Hall.
So what do you think of our little haven in the woods? It might not have all the comforts of a southern settlement, but at least it's ours.
And there's a lot to be said for that. It can't have been easy keeping this place a secret.
Not easy, no. We've dedicated our lives to maintaining the glamour that conceals us. Us and Walyas.
This man, Walyas, is he Leviathan's dominant?
That's right. Though he's no man, Walyas is still a baby.
What?
A baby?
Forgive me, but you said that the Dominant and his icon were bound inside the Surge almost a century ago. That would surely make him older still.
It would, if he'd been allowed to age. But the spell robbed the poor bairn of even that.
I'm sorry.
Walyas was the son of my great-grandfather. Leviathan awoke within him almost immediately. But instead of allowing the lad to live out his life as a valued member of the community, my ancestors sought to put his power to other uses. Sadly for them, the icons sensed their treachery and summoned a wave so large it would have swallowed the entire village if my ancestors hadn't stopped him.
Then it is not the surge that binds the child, but time itself.
Yes.
Forgive me. I'm still not sure I understand.
I'm not surprised. It isn't the easiest thing to explain. Which is why it might be better if I took you to see him. Show you exactly what he has to endure.
That is why we came.
Then let us be off. There's a road that leads north from the village. It'll take us right into the surge.
Are you bound for the wave, tributary?
We are, Delina. Have you spread the word about our guests?
I have. Everyone knows to treat them as family.
You shouldn't have any trouble now, but just in case, I would have you accept this symbol of our people.
That's very kind. I look forward to meeting the family.
The feeling's mutual.
Should the tributary be indisposed, feel free to ask me any questions you might have regarding the village, and I'll do my best to answer.
Thank you. We will.
Then I bid you good tide.
Our storehouse lies across the bridge. If you're short of supplies, you may find what you need there. Though we will have to ask you for recompense, poor as we are.
Sid? You are Sid, aren't you? The man the tributary told us about? I wonder if you could help me.
With what exactly?
Oh, nothing too troublesome. Do you know my husband, Pavat? He's the village smith, among other things. Anyway, his name day's not far off, and I wanted to make a gift for him. He's a craftsman, you see, and he's been fretting about running low on the flowers he uses for dye making, so I wondered if you might collect some for me and give them to him.
Would this gift not be better coming from you?
Perhaps, but it can't, for reasons I can't go into. Please, I know it sounds daft, but I'd be ever so grateful.
Fine. Which flowers does your husband need?
The sweet little blue ones that grow around the fount. Elder's blessings, they're called. We use them to dye our fabrics so we always feel close to water like they are. You don't need to go to the trouble of picking them yourself, though. Just speak to the field hands and ask them to share their harvest with you. 2 basketfuls should be enough for my husband to be getting on with.
2 basketfuls it is.
I'm not arguing. The child must be...
Excuse me. I wonder, might you be able to spare a basket of Elder's blessings? Pavart's wife tasked me with collecting some for her husband, and suggested that I speak to you.
Ah. Werda wants you to bless her better half with the fruits of our labour, does she? Go on then. Give the old fool something to squirm about.
I'm sorry.
Ah, don't worry about it. An old fool Pavart may be, but if you come bearing gifts, he's not fool enough to turn you away.
I'm glad to hear it. Thank you.
Ah, Welcome to Haven, friend.
Thank you. Forgive my presumptuousness, but the smith's wife has asked me to make her husband a present of some elder's blessings. 2 basketfuls, to be precise.
Well, I have one, if that's any help.
It is. I'm much obliged. They really are beautiful.
Aren't they just? Though that's not the only reason they have a special place in our hearts. Legend has it that when our people fled from Ash, the tributary of the Tyne took some seeds with them. And as they wandered high and low across the Twins, he'd plant them wherever they stopped for water. Every elder since has done the same. So when we finally put down roots here in Mysidia, the flowers did too.
Well, that's 2 basketfuls.
Quick complete. After completing the main objective of some quests, you may be given options to quick travel to the quest's final destination.
Time to visit
Oh,
Pavard.
nice. I forgot about that. Perfect.
What do you want?
Your wife asked me to bring you these flowers.
That woman. Come out. I know you're there.
Who? Me?
Would either of you care to explain what's going on?
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to deceive you. It's just, my husband can be a bit standoffish at times, and I thought this might be a good way for the 2 of you to get acquainted. What with you being a swordsman like, and him being the only smith in the village. It'd be a shame if you couldn't turn to him for help.
The only reason he couldn't turn to me for help is because I had my hands full with all the orders you lot dumped on me. I'm pretty much done with them now, though. But, for the record, the tributary said that we were to lend you outsiders our aid, and that's exactly what I was planning to do. With or without my darling wife's meddling. Still, here we are. Acquainted. So, if there's out you need, just bring us the materials, all right?
All right.
All right, then. And tar for the flowers. I was running low.
You use them for dyeing, I hear.
Aye. Crush the petals and it makes a fine and lasting blue. We use it to stain the cloth for our tunics and pennons. Remind us where we come from, like.
As motes of water. Children of the sea.
That's right. The pattern too was left by our ancestors. The Ceaseless Rill, it's called. It symbolizes the river of our tribe, with the strength of Leviathan running through it. And no matter how that river has ebbed and flowed, changed its course, the flowers have always been with us, growing on our banks. I should get back to work. If you need something crafting, let me know.
I will. It was a pleasure to meet you.
Wasn't it just?
Reflection of Earth enhances Titan's iconic feat, Titan Block, making it capable to block attacks from behind while restoring a small amount of HP. Oh, hell yeah. Wow, that's really good. Holy shit. AoE block and HP regain. Alright, what do we got?
What is it you want?
Defender +1.
A good tide to you.
Wait. Oh, I'll have her hide when she gets back. Oh, sorry. I was leagues away. How can I help you? If you're after something from the storehouse, it's actually my wife you'll want to talk to. She will have to charge you for the goods, though. Not that we'd fleece you or anything. It's just, you know, needs must.
I understand.
Saying that, she might not be able to get anything down for you for a bit.
Ah, right.
She's got her hands full with the inventory, you see. It should have been my daughter's job, really, but the willful little Rills decided to make herself scarce. The heavens only know where that girl's got to.
If you'd like me to keep an eye out for her.
Oh, no. I couldn't ask that of an outsider. Could I? You wouldn't mind?
Of course not. She won't have gone far, will she?
I hope not. But I've scoured the entire village for her and come up empty-handed. Can't help thinking she might have gone on another one of her little adventures.
Ah, a free spirit is she?
Aye, that she is. Can't get her to sit still, especially once she heard you lot were on your way. Outsiders! Should have seen her little eyes light up. Oh, if she wanted to watch you arrive, she'd have made for the low gate where you first came in. The guard there might have spotted her. Maybe you could ask him. Ruka, her name is.
All right. I'll let you know if I find her. Try not to worry.
Hear me, mine ancestors.
Excuse me. You haven't seen the storekeeper's daughter, have you?
Little Ruka? I have, as it happens. She went out through the gate not long ago.
Out of the village? Alone?
Aye, she does it all the time. There's a path off to the left which leads down to the river. Nice little spot, that. And safe as you like. The beasts of the mountain don't dare come so close to the village. That's where she'll be. Go and have a look if you don't believe me.
I will. This must be the path.
Hey, you little shit. You're skipping out on your chores.
Not here either. It's you! I've been looking everywhere for you.
You must be Ruka.
You know my name? Can you lot read minds?
Your father asked me to keep an eye out for you. You left without telling him where you were going. He was worried.
But I went to look for you.
Well, now you found me. What do you say we head back to the village and let your father know you're safe?
All right. And on the way home, you can tell me all about the world beyond the wall. I want to know everything.
Everything might be a stretch.
Thank you for bringing her home. And sorry for the trouble.
Oh, no. It was a pleasure.
Daddy, did you know that there are villages 10 times as big as Haven in the outside world? 10 times! Cities, they call them. And in these cities, they have great big walls and towers and castles.
Oh, to think I was worried. You can tell me all about the outside world later, Sweet Pea. Now go and help your mum with the stores.
All right.
Thanks for putting up with her questions. She, has a lot of them. One of the big ones being, what are the people beyond the wall like? Reckon you've made a good first impression.
Are we the only one she's ever met?
That you are. The rest of the world can't know we're here, so we'll have to be very careful who we're letting in and out. A few of us might make the occasional trip to shore for supplies, but for the most part, we'll make do with what we've got, including what the old Northerners left us.
Yes. You built on top of the old ruins, didn't you?
Well, they make for fine foundations. Their masons clearly knew what they were doing. That's one thing we don't have to worry about. Oh, it's everything else that's the problem. Medicines, metals for tool making, anything like that. We have to dress up as traveling merchants and make a trip to the outside and pray to every cloud in the heavens that nobody sees through us.
Which explains why you need Gil.
Aye. And now Ruka's back, my wife should be free to assist you with any potential purchases. So please, do make good use of our stores, because we fully intend to make good use of your coin.
I'll be sure to keep my purse strings loose.
See what you got.
Thanks for bringing me daughter back. I don't grudge her looking for adventure, but she's got to pull her weight like the rest of us. Anyway, now we've got the inventory done, I can attend to my own tasks, like seeing to our visitors' needs. So, what's the route you wanted? When you've decided what you want, just let me know.
Oh, this is better. Minwu waistcloth.
May it serve you well. Here you are.
Damn, I forgot I'm low on gil because I did buy a bunch of shit towards the end of the game.
Well, if you're sure you need it, very well.
What do you think the tributary sees in those outsiders?
Enough to welcome them into our midst, and so we must do the same.
Alright. This is a good spot to wrap it up. We're in an hour and 4 minutes, and we're going to be heading to the temple ruins next. So, I will see you guys in the next part.